guys are insanely salty. Some of you guys are just like insanely pissed, but I don't understand for what.
Hello, Vault Dwellers. General Sandman of the Enclave speaking to you to address some important questions I have been asked in regards to PvP and the quote-unquote food build mentality around it. You may be asking yourself, what is a food build? Am I a food build? And the answer is entirely up to you. See, a food build is a term I threw out a long time ago to describe a person whose character is spec'd solely for quality of life and weight reduction with no real damage or defensive qualities. The problem with these builds is they also attempt to engage in PvP like this, lacking the ability to inflict damage or to absorb it, simply because they possess a weapon that they may deem to be OP, such as like a two-shot explosive weapon. And when they lose this engagement, they deem the victor either a cheat, hacking, or having cheap tricks, something along those lines. But easy there, Billy. TSC has not been the meta for PvP since 2018. I'm going to showcase what a food build would look like to us. This is our terminology for the builds that look as follows.
You gotta do better than that, guys. Come on.
That's one. Fuck out of here.
So, if this seems to ring true to you, the real question you should be asking is, what am I doing wrong and how can I fix it? See, the meta of PvP in this game adapts depending on the patches. So, as of this video, the current meta is weapons with faster fire rate. Faster fire rate handmaids definitely take the cake, along with many others. Explosive weapons are lower in grade. I would suggest radiation damage weapons as valid sidearms, as although you can only hit for 110 damage with either physical or energy per shot, you can do roughly 120 in radiation per shot, allowing the gamma gun modified with deep dish and signal repeater to be a viable weapon. Be mindful of the primary legendary stats of the weapons you use. Being in power armor and using berserkers weapons, for instance, is the equivalent of hitting someone with a level 5 bench-crafted board. Pay attention to what you're using. What you're going to want to lean towards is things like anti-armor, furious, and I know it may seem awkward, junkies is a popular one now as well, just for the ability to buff damage output for the most part. Also, keep in mind, the point is to hit as hard as you can, as fast as you can. Hitting for 3,000 with a fat man might look good in theory and on paper, but only 110 of that damage will translate into health damage, meaning you will have to reload that fat man to issue out more damage. And if you don't believe me, what you can do is you can initiate PvP with a friend, fire a fat man into that friend, and watch as you only hit for 110 damage. And then you're going to understand why faster fire rate at this point is the meta over explosive, over everything else. Taking fights while in excavator armor does not help your cause. You can fight very well in power armor using certain cards like Dodgy, Nerd Rage, any stim-based cards you can get, along with emergency protocols, and you know, using Stealth Boy so that you're not vaxxed. However, Sentinel Assassin is the primary PvP armor setup you'll find most players using. Be that Sentinel Assassin, Cavalier Assassin as well. Variations of this, as long as they can reduce damage. So the whole point there is the damage reduction. Sentinel is the 15% damage reduction while standing, and Assassin being the 8% damage reduction from players. Now, if you have both, obviously that stacks to 75 damage reduction while standing and 40% damage reduction from players, as long as the rolls work in your favor. Using anything to stagger players using these combinations will increase the chances of inflicting damage, and using concentrated fire with headshots will help as well. VATS is both a gift and a curse in this game, designed specifically to assist those who can't aim very well. It's basically an auto-aim mechanism that allows you to lock onto someone and fire. This is both advantageous and disadvantageous in how this can work in your favor to kill others. But you can also be murdered using the same auto-locking system, which removes the necessity for someone to even be closely capable of aiming at you. There are multiple counters for VATS-reliant players. One method is the chameleon crouch. Further enhanced using escape artist and sneak. You cannot be initially vatched while crouching, but if a hit does pass through and you're out of chameleon, let's say you're just crouching and sneaking along and you're hit, the shooter can then VATS lock onto you even while you're crouched. Chameleon, however, being crouched in chameleon does not run out, and it's infinite, unless obviously it's in power armor. So this method can technically be used forever. Another alternative is to use stealth boys. This allows you full range of motion to run, reposition, and dictate the tempo better. You cannot be vatsed even when being hit in stealth boys, counter to how you can be in chameleon or using chameleon. This does, however, run out, and it's like a resource, like chems, aids, and other useful items like bobbleheads, etc. So take a really good look at your build. If you're worried about the weight you carry and how you manage it, you will not fare well against players with decent builds. The most dangerous, cunning, and toughest thing in the wasteland is other players. I've seen methods of using Nuka-Colas as stims, using syringes to counter and buff players. I've seen awkward things done because players are thinking outside of the box as a method of counteracting each other. You can't fault PvP players for taking the time out to figure out approaches like this. And while I may not be a beacon of light here, I feel it puts all players who engage in PvP in a negative light on both sides of the encounter. Certain people have gotten too comfortable being over-encumbered and feel almost entitled that they should be doing max damage and absorbing max damage coming in and being the most tanky when this just isn't the case. Proper approaches to the build is what matters, and a lot of people don't have that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that these players go out and change their entire build and remove every single thing that reduces weight and every single thing that reduces their quality of life. I'm stating that if you have the points and you're going to engage in fights and you're going to take up a fight against someone, then why not move cards around? Since those cards are movable on the fly, why not do something along those lines? Why not have why not look at the points you have and figure out a method and methodology behind maybe creating an alternate card system for yourself just to engage other players. There's other methods of approaching PvP rather than just saying it's broken and complain about it. I've been, fighting against people since beta in this game, and I'm not a low level. I'm 331. And another thing that I'd like to state is levels don't matter. At 331, I do no more damage than I did at 50. The only difference is the cards. And you can normally get all your cards in order by 60 or 70. If you approach your build correctly, you can get all your cards in order by 50 to 60. Easy, in my opinion. And I've proven this by PvPing with a level 50 character and killing players 200, 150, 300, and with my alternate character. But in the end, it's your approach, it's your build, it's your gear, it's how you spec yourself around this. And what I think is the biggest problem is the incorrect setups for PvP. You cannot dish out damage if you are not spec to do so. You cannot tank damage if you are not spec to do so. If you are unfamiliar or you want to get familiar with PvP build, I'm going to put a link in the description of my friend Joe's build. And what I want you to do is take a look at it and understand his thinking behind the cards and his build and the gear he uses and the mutations and all that. So much appreciated. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. And at this point, I will leave you to watch the remainder of this engagement. This is I believe a 2v3 or 2v4 fight with me and Joe versus the other opposing team here. But enjoy.
He's almost dead.
Wink's gonna end
This
up
one
going
north.
as soon as
This
guy
one
hits you.
north is weak. I'm about to go murder him real quick.
I'm about to murder him.
I did not murder him. Fucked.
Oh, Wink
Yikes.
didn't go. Oh,
Joe?
Wink, why did you hit me? Now you die. You should have just not
One
hit
south
me, bro.
low. One south low. Oh wait. Hold. Yeah.
A little more west.
Yep. He's gonna try to VATS. He's right here. Right on me, bro. Rivka's fucked.
Damn. I had like 14,999
Seeking.
caps. I got like 15,500 now.
He's seeking.
I mean, they know who we are, so they know what they're getting themselves into.
That's facts. It's GG, so I'm at least trying.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot. Oh my god. Man.
North is moving from right to left.
Yeah, I'm about to use I gotta use scrap machine real quick. Alright, there we go. I feel better now. High ground. High ground north. Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
he's behind the base.
He's inside the base, I think.
No, he was on the outskirts. He was on the outside of the base. He definitely was. But like that little raider.
Oh, he's
Is
up
he
here
on
with
top?
me. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hit him.
He's crazy hurt.
Yeah, he's almost there.
He's thin.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of people here now. Hey, you tried to get the little one up. That
They're
didn't
still-
work in your favor.
Good
And
zips, good
different.
zips,
Team
good
Coffee
zips.
ran away. Team Coffee ran north. He ran north. He's like, I don't want to be part of this action.
Yeah.
You gonna be part of this? I'm getting hit from a Tulsa from somewhere now.
From behind.
On top of the thing. That's fine. I got that. Where's Coffee?
Oh, he fucking dropped. Is this he's fucked. Alright, come on, let's go. You got
Where's
coffee or no?
at? Alright,
Somewhere near you.
There it is. Better tell your friends that you dig right into this. Oh,
One
I
on
got
high
the
ground, one on high
4v2.
ground again. Up here. Yep, one on top of the build here. You heard, Joe?
Yep. Who is that? A lot of white people. One's also farther east. Oh boy, poor Wink.
Yeah, one's further east for sure. Yep, I know. I see what you're talking
high
about.
ground.
Very high ground. Very, very high ground, Joe. I'm trying to rush you right now.
Oh, I'm out of stealth, boy.
I just saw him. He's ahead of me.
Yeah, I got him. Watch behind you.
It's all good. I'll be able to tank this bullshit.
Behind you. Ooh.
Got him. Southwest. Southwest. I just saw it. I saw like a red low arrow. You know what I mean? Like lower ground than us.
Yeah.
Red. Let me save this clip.
This car came back white. I see him on the map.
Holy shit. Excuse me.
Obi-Sean Kenobi.
Show him some love. You know what I mean?
Recipes.
Oh.
Like I can make
I
mad
thought you-
different
I
types
thought
of
you-
beer.
My ass.
Oh, it's a girl. Whip car is a girl. Oh shit.
What's he say? I didn't hear what
But
Mm.
it's not like I expected anything different.
Oh, I think about taking her ass if she didn't. expect
Totally
anything different.
spanked my ass. I got you one time though.
you
I'll
said.
never forget it.
No, I ain't gonna trash talk. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going area.
What's
My
Joe got
dude's
for
out of
sale?
pocket.
He so whooped my ass. It was great.
Nah, you were doing good.
I know. As soon as I would
TTCU.
almost have one of you fools, one of y'all would shoot me in the back. I was like, these bastards.
There's only two of us.
I was like,
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was just
I
two
know,
of us.
I like it though. I like it. You
That
know,
was fun.
that's how we roll too.
Try to get up there till you can, man.
Oh, you're on the low side?
Good
Oh,
game,
you're on the
good
south
game,
side
good
then.
game.
Alright, yeah, no, that shit was fun, man.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if y'all remember me, man. I sold y'all a bunch of weapons a while back. You and Joe Cool.
You on my Discord or?
Nah, man. I put some shit on Reddit, I believe it was, and y'all responded. I had some bloody 10mm auto pistols.
Oh, that must have been a while back. Yeah, we're remembering
it
it,
was a
but
while
that
back.
had to be a little while back. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, man. Because when I seen you, I was like, no. Because dude was like, man, y'all clowns quit hitting me. And I was like, who is it? And he was like, Joe Cool and Sam. I said, no, they cool, man. I was like,
Yeah, you know, we just wanted to come around, just start a little PvP and whatnot, you know.
Hell yeah, man. It's all fun, dude. That's
Yeah,
what we
man.
love
Yeah,
to do too, man.
and that's what I was just saying. Like after we all finished fighting at White Springs, I was like, that's why I gave you the hearts and the thumbs up, and I was like, yo, people just get the
Yeah.
bad impression, like we take like that shit with us and whatnot, like, you know, or they take it with them, like, you
Nah.
know, they take a whole fight.
Nah.
Like, oh man, fuck Sam, man, fuck Joe. You know, it's like,
Nah.
dude, we
And
don't.
they take it to Facebook.
That's
Yeah,
why-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, we don't like, to us, it's like, we have fun. Me and Joe were like, yo, the GG's,
Hell
like,
yeah.
it shit was fun. And then that was
Yeah.
it, you know? Like, I 100% understand the trash talking, like, mid-fight. Like, yo, like, yeah, got this, you know,
yeah.
got this motherfucker,
Yeah.
sit
Yeah.
down. And then you keep it moving, you know?
Yeah, shut
But,
your mouth.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But after I could say good game to people. I don't get why people like take that salt with them and hold it and then
It's
carry
I
it,
know, man.
carry
I
it with
know,
them.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I turn this shit off. I go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's
I
like
don't.
when we was over there and we fought the first time, man. It was
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
when we were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Listen, hey, can we get a picture with you? Can we get a
Yeah,
picture with
exactly.
you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, I 100% understand that. Like I could have the whole fight and then afterward, bear no ill will, win or lose. You know, it's just,
Right.
it just is
Oh,
what
yeah.
it is.